All right. Hello and welcome in. I'm the average goob and I've streamed twice this month. Uh welcome in. I am glad I'm back and I'm still on vacation, but the holiday stuff's over. I've gained my 10 pounds for the season, so I'm good. So I will be working on Rise of the Intern today. And I do want to share quite a bit of stuff that I've been working on. I know I shared some of it on Blue Sky, but I haven't really shared everything. I haven't really done any art, so I'm kind of guilty of that. I plan on doing some art this week, but I have been doing a little bit more system design and getting things in place. So this is for Rise of the Intern, and I've actually shortened my description. It's my chaotic 2D survivors like RPG set in a wacky corporate world. You get to play as an intern battling office-themed enemies with quirky powers, aiming to become CEO. Fast-paced combat, humor, and strategy combined for a fun, satirical experience. Ooga booga, thank you for the hydrate. Coming in strong, thank you. Welcome in. Hope everybody's start of the week is going well. I know we're looking at New Year territory here, so I figured I'd get a couple streams in before the New Year. But it's been quite a year. I didn't expect to stream this year, and I didn't expect to start game dev as much as I did. I usually only do game jams and stuff, so this has been quite the year for me. Uh, but yeah, so I'm gonna be doing some game dev today. Um, and we'll see how the rest of the week goes. I'm a little sick right now, but I'm feeling okay. I'm feeling good enough to at least work on something. So while I was away, I created the basic ranged enemy. I created a ranged projectile for the player. I've set up an NPC style randomizer. I set up a pause menu. I have a HUD. I'm working on it right now. I set up a basic enemy spawner, and I've got some other things I want to work on this week too. But I'm only gonna be adding to it. So this is just kind of the high level stuff. Well, thank you, Fody. Appreciate that. Yeah, it's the Christmas gatherings. Everybody was sick, but we decided to still see everybody. So I was like, oh, I'll be fine. I won't get sick. I haven't been sick in years. Yeah, that was a lie. What up, Dave? Attempts Dev. How you doing? Welcome in. So good to see everyone already. I was actually just about to show off what I've been working on. So I know you can kind of see, I don't know how well it shows up on stream, but I've got this CRT monitor kind of shader going on, and it's a work in progress. I might tweak it a little bit. Like the grid lines, I'm not sure I really like. But we'll see. I've got an enemy spawner that I've created. I've got a wave manager that I'm working on. I've got the player's HUD. So we've got the level and the name and the HP. I've got XP bar, and I'm actually working on a level timer right now. I was doing a little bit today. And then I've got a base enemy set up. And then from that, I created a base ranged enemy, which I actually learned. Whose stream was that? Oh man, I forgot whose stream. Oh, Ezra, developer Ezra. I was watching their stream, and he was showing like you can make referenced nodes to like other like scenes that you've created. So if you like right click it, you can inherit it. That's a new inherited scene. And so it takes on all this extra stuff, and then you can actually have like a totally different set of code that I've actually classed as a base ranged enemy, which extends base enemies. So I can create different ranged enemies with different stats and like different abilities and stuff. But it also extends base enemy, which is even better because this is where all like the style data, the different targeting, all that stuff, happens. So like I can actually just transfer this over and inherit. So it's pretty sweet. Oh yeah, December is definitely not great for health in general. Too much food and low temperatures. Yeah, yeah, and a lot of get-togethers. Like I feel like I have been nonstop getting together since Thanksgiving because I'm a child, if you can call me a child still, an adult child of like divorced parents. So we've got like separate holidays for everything, and my family's been getting together a lot more lately. So yeah, we still do that. And then for like Christmas, we do like a siblings gift exchange where all of me and my siblings get together with our significant others, and we do something called draw names. So we like pick one gift, and it's kind of like it's Secret Santa or whatever, but it's like this whole thing. So you don't get the same person you had last year. It's really cool. And then we do like multiple dinners, and then we do my I have two siblings' birthdays during December, so it's just been crazy. And like I've been nonstop. I'm so tired. And then on top of that, one of my brothers decided he wanted to play Rust for his birthday. So we all agreed to play Rust, and then we played for like a week straight. I kid you not, I've got like 40 hours in Rust. I didn't expect to because I haven't liked Rust in a while. I haven't played Rust in like 4 years. And oh my gosh, lost so much time to that. Anyways, enough about me. Let's look at what I've done, right? You gotta stay away from that game. Yeah, if you like survival crafting, it is hard to like stay away from. Oh, but yeah, it's good. It's good. So nothing new here. We still got randomized stats and everything. I'm actually gonna put some into fitness and work capacity, so I do a little bit more damage. Randomized appearances still work. Again, I haven't worked on any art, so we don't have any like new face skin, or I guess skin is that's always gonna be the same. We don't have any other hair, face, shirt, pants, or shoes yet. I'm also thinking of adding a category for hats. So we'll see. We'll see about that. And then each face I gotta make like blinking or facial animations for, so that'll be fun. Um, and nothing new here, but I did actually change this. So I think the name should show up now. Yeah, so we got the average goob that's showing up. But you'll see here, I've got a pause menu, and we can resume. We can go to title, and it's actually saved some of my stuff other than my customization, just for now. But I need to work on a save system and do like auto saving. We've got XP pickups. Obviously, these are just kind of placeholders. I've got my wave spawner, so enemies are coming in. We gather some experience. These ones are worth a lot, so I can level up and test it. But you'll see I've got 55 XP. We've got enemies coming in. These ones chase me. And then there's going to be some ranged enemies on here. Like that. Look at that. He stops and he just starts throwing stuff at me. Oh. So we've got XP, we've got leveling, we've got the waves, and I think at some point the waves just stop. So I gotta figure out why. Oh, and if I quit killing these guys on one try, look, oh, they run away from me. I don't know if I'm gonna get enough. I can like up the amount that spawn, but the ones that are ranged, man, I deal way too much damage. What is my damage? 13.5. I think I made the enemy. They have 20 health. Base enemy. Hitbox. Player stats dot damage. Yeah. Oh, I wonder if their health script. Okay. No, their health's correct. I was just walloping them. But they have like, it's pretty cool. Let me just, here, I could just change this. How much damage am I doing now? 15.5. It's even more. There we go. Of course, neither of these guys are ranged. All right, so like if I approach this guy, look at him, he runs away. So you'll have to get abilities, that you can target them with and stuff. I hate this kind of enemy in survivors games, and like my ability isn't fast enough to even catch him. Hey! Oh, okay. All right. What up, everybody? Seto, welcome in. Thank you for the raid. I was just showing off what I've been working on for the past week. Hey, Code Void, welcome in. Deflux, Seto releasing carbon dioxide. Oh. Is it a just chatting stream? What's going on? Wait, why is Seto releasing carbon dioxide? What is this message? How's it going on, Deflux? Maxis Spilt, welcome in. We got a Hydrate Redemption. Thank you for that, Code Void. And a posture check. All right, we're good. Utterly Ruined, welcome in. Hello. RGB Productions Games. I had a typo in my raid message. No. That's okay. Did you hear about Seto X? He's releasing. What's he releasing? Carbon dioxide? How was stream, Seto? How's it going? Because it's like a nice sigh. You know what? Sigh. Make sure you sigh. It's very good for your health, I think. I don't know. How's everybody doing? This is such a nice treat. I just started streaming. I've been sick, but I've gotten a lot done while I'm sick, so I've been showing it off. Just got quest system done. Quest system stuff to save, not much else before testing. Scared but excited. Oh, dude, I know that feeling. I kind of feel that way right now. Like, I've added so many features that I'm just like, something's gonna break. And you're not releasing anything yet. Don't listen to Deflux. Oh. Breathe in, breathe out, right? The carbon dioxide. Oh, God. You didn't notice it said Esto raid until we raided out. It's okay. Chief Multi-Hat, welcome in. Sabine, welcome. Seeing some new names here. But also at the same time, like, I feel like I've seen a lot of these names. Mortified because you have basically to test every system all at once soon enough. Oh, no. See, I can't do that, Seto. I feel like I need to build out a system and test it profusely. Like right now, I'm testing. I have a timer that I just added to the game, and it's working. I'm not doing anything with it. But I've added some random enemies and everything to my game. This is Rise of the Intern. It's a 2D corporate survivors-like game that I've been working on, and it's pretty cool. We've got classes. We got the gamer, delivery driver, retail worker, fast food employee, admin assistant. And they'll have like different performance bonuses. So think like Elden Ring. And then you can actually change your stats here. You can fill up whatever you want. These will translate into stuff. I'll put like hover notifications, whatever the tooltips are, so you'll know what they actually do. We can change our character's name. We can customize our character. We've got different hair. We've got different shirts. We've got pants. We've got shoes. Or you could just randomize it. This is what I like doing. I like doing that. You can also use these little arrows up here. I thought that was like a cool thing to include. And then we have the different companies, aka these will be the levels that you can choose. And then right now, I just worked on a spawning system and wave system for my enemies. Plus, we have ranged enemies and we have melee enemies. This guy will chase me. Hey, that's my outfit. Oh, look at that. Perfect. We got a ranged and a melee enemy. Look at this. This little range guy. And then if I chase him, he runs away. Look at him. He's scared of me. Come back. And then he'll stop and start throwing stuff at me again. Love it. The CRT really adds something special. Oh, did you see that guy helicopter? Can you see the CRT on stream? Oh my God, you can. It's very subtle on stream, I feel. Is this Seto Corp simulator? It could be. It could be. Yeah, the CRT is just subtle enough because I didn't want it to be too much, but it's like whenever you're using the computer, like if I click the X, you can like move stuff around. So like I wanted it to feel like a monitor. And I just went to what is it? Character customization. It was whatever this is, Godot shaders. Is it godotshaders.com? No, no, it's not. Is it? Did they change this? Hold on. Is it really? Did it? Yeah, maybe. I feel like they just changed this website. I think it's this one right here. No. I don't know which it's one of these. Do I need a reference that I got it from here? I don't actually know. I don't know what the license is. You love how proper and complete the UI feels? Thank you, Seto. I worked a month on it. I basically spent the whole game time making it. The CRT sync band rolling slowly down the screen is icing on the cake. Yeah, I was afraid of it like taking up too much. It was really intense when I got actually got the shader, and so I had to do some tweaking. I didn't make it. I don't understand shaders enough to like make my own yet, but I'm interested. Um, okay, it's public domain. Okay, cool. Free and open source. All right, I just wanted to make sure. I actually didn't even check. If I had to make my own CRT monitor shader, I would, you know, but yeah, if you guys need shaders, godotshaders.com is legit. For legal reasons, we can't publicly state it. It says it on there. But yeah, I've been working on learning some timer stuff. I got the basic ranged enemies. I've got the NPC style randomizer. I got the pause menu. Everything's just like set up and working. So it's been a lot of fun. It's been a lot of fun working on this stuff. I love the completely natural inclusion of yet in that sentence. Where is there an option for wearing pants? Wait, what? Did I miss something? No, you have to wear pants. That's why I love game dev. It makes so ambitious naturally. Yeah, like we really want to do all this stuff, but at the same time, like I admit it, like I need help when I'm doing stuff. Like, you know, with code, it's easy to like go and search for stuff, but it's easier right now to go to like Claude and have it describe things to you and ask questions and like uh I actually pulled code from the survivors game that I was making through a course so that I could get whenever I was spawning stuff in, I needed the raycast. So I was like, I remember spawning in enemies and doing like this raycast check or whatever. So I pulled up my old code over here. I was like, I remember doing something like this. And sure enough, from the course, the survivors course that I was working through, here it is. Right here. Spawn position. Random direction. It checks in 4 directions, right? In a spawn radius that you set. And then here's this result, so it doesn't spawn inside of stuff. So the only thing I did different was I made it so you can add like a custom layer to check. That way I think I can do an array of layers here. And it was so easy. And then it just checks array in that direction to make sure that I can spawn it. So I'm it's like we can't do everything ourselves, right? So if you need a shader, go get a shader. Thanks, Seto. Yeah, no, man, I'm having fun building this out. It's been tough. It has been very tough, but I'm enjoying it. I think. Yeah, it's good to reuse things that are properly implemented. Right, right. And I mean, like, you can get so far with AI, but not everything's gonna be applicable to you. And that's why I add this. So like when I'm working with AI, I can copy and paste my code and it'll know what script I'm referencing. So I put the script name at top. So that's a little tip if you're using AI to help debug your code and stuff. It can be very scary trying to use this much code, and so I usually reference it and then I do like a snippet from it. I'm like, hey, why isn't this working? And then I'm like, copy and paste the debugger. Right. You prefer AI for explanation and summary or showing me examples and implementing it on your own. Right. Because it's not always going to be applicable to like what you're doing. You know, like you know what you need. And what I do is I pseudocode things usually, or I figure out what I want to do. And then I'm like, okay, what else do I need? Like I was struggling with a level timer. I was like, can I just use the timers? Like, can I just use these timer nodes? And they only go backwards, or like they only count down, unless anybody knows of a way. I was like, all right. So I found this tutorial on adding a timer in Godot. So I made it to this point. And then he's like, I'm just going to copy and paste this code in here. And I'm like, thanks. What does fmod mean? You know, so it's like even using that stuff, like you still need to do research. Like I can't just be like, yeah, okay, I'm going to use this function. Um, but I got a timer implemented now. So I'm going to do a little bit of testing here. I want to see, actually, I want to see when the timer is like the wave is stopping, because all of a sudden they just stopped. They just stopped spawning. Um, Keep. You're one of those crazy that say, oh, I remember making this before, but I want to make it again. I do that too, Seto. Honestly, the only reason I reused that raycasting code was because I remembered specifically that's what it was used for, was to like spawn things inside, because uh my test scene, I have these like boundaries here just for testing, obviously. And I was like, I don't want them to spawn in things and get stuck. And then I came over here and they're like spawning outside. And I was like, haha, you can't get through. Most games can be made quick and easy, but we think ourselves clever and make monsters. Yeah. I'm actually looking forward to doing game jam with the two nerdy nerds. Like between the three of us, I wonder what kind of chaos we could create. I'm gonna be stuck doing UI and stuff, I can guarantee it. Bernardo's gonna be out there doing the game coding and systems programming. I'm gonna be over here just coding UI because I love it. I'm having so much fun putting the HUD together. Hey, Ravier, thank you for the follow. Where did you just land? You landed at the average goob. I'm here making video games in Godot. I know it's not Unity. Don't sue me. But I actually come from a land of game maker. So Godot has been a treat. Speaking of treats, everybody, I made my new website. It's live. Go check it out. This is my new website, Average Game Studio. So I told everybody that I would mention why I rebranded. It was kind of pink, but now I brought back the orange. So I used to have a studio. It's the same. It's me. It's all just me, right? It used to be called North Suns Entertainment, and I had like, you know, because I wanted to be a Blizzard competitor. So like Blizzard had like this. Blizzard Entertainment. So Blizzard has this really cool logo, right? So layoffs. And I wanted to be their competitor when I got older. I wanted to start a studio, and so I called it North Suns Entertainment. And I think some of my games still have that logo in there. I could probably find it if I tried hard enough. Anyways, some of my games, there it is right there. There's the North Suns Entertainment logo. So like I had North Suns Entertainment. I changed my name in like 2020 to Average Goob. And then I was like, I don't want to be North Suns Entertainment anymore. It's too long. So I was like, I like Average Game Studio, right? Average Goob, Average Game Studio. So I thought it was funny. So yeah, I went with that. I made a little brand, and I was like, I want to bring back my old brand. So I went with Little Orange, but this is my new website. It's made with WordPress and a page builder called Bricks Builder. So if you guys are interested in WordPress design and stuff, I use Bricks Builder for it, which is really nice. It's really easy to build stuff with. So no, I didn't custom code this or anything. Some of the stuff is like this little marquee, custom coded. This little hover style, custom coded. You've been harassing Seto to try it? Nah, we don't host. We don't harass people to try game engines. I've tried them all. I've used Unreal Engine. I went to college actually, and learned Unreal Engine. I've got all my books back there. No, the tree's blocking it, but I've got all my like school books and stuff back there. I've used Unity, Unity 4, Unity 5 a little bit. I have Unity 6 installed to try it out. I grew up using Game Maker Studio. I made one of my first games in RPG Maker. So, yeah, no, I don't. Yeah, look at this. 20 years of life experience. Boom. I'm 31 though, so don't worry about that. But yeah, we got my portfolio, so you can come check out all the games that I've made. All that's here. Tons of games, and this isn't just alphabetical order. This isn't like release order or anything. But kind of like my highlighted projects. I'll probably put my like most recent projects. I know it says featured, but these are actually my 3 most recent. And then these 2 are my favorite other games that I've made. And these were all made in game jams. Every one of these. But Archimist was my first actual Godot project. So it's the first game I made in Godot, and I had a lot of fun. This is where I really pushed myself to learn some UI stuff because GameMaker had 0 UI support. So you can play it on itch, you can play it on GX Games. 25 plays there, boom. And then like if you want to learn more about the game, so you can either click this learn more button or just scroll down. This game had a game design document and it's public, so you can go see what I created for the game design document and how the game turned out in comparison to that. What type of game it was, what platform it's for, the genre, what game engine I used, the controls on here. There's actually a whole playlist of my entire development. So if you go here to the YouTubes, you'll see that there's a whole playlist, 23 videos of me making this video game. So I do have a YouTube channel that I do post all my live streams and everything too. So I do have some shorts, quite a few shorts in there. And all my vids. So yeah, don't worry that it's been 11 days since I've streamed. And then there's like development screenshots, so you can kind of see where the game was and how it evolved over time. But obviously the videos do that too. And then I've got change logs, so you can just see if anything's changed in the versions and what I got here. Ooh. Thank you, Seto. You have technically played with Godot. He did a 1-week game jam, made Oblivion lockpicking. Oh, that's sick. What do you think of Godot? Are you switching to it? It's not a cult. I'm still trying to get VR. Oh, you're doing VR in Godot? That's pretty sick. I've looked into it, but that's not something I've ever really tried. I've got a VR headset, if that counts. Anyways, a little catch up. I'm gonna keep going through this video here. Really dug it, but I did not feel it was something I would want to swap my projects to. See, Seto, and I agree to that. Like, I think, probably finish out your projects in it. And then, like, if you have an idea, you're like, oh, that'd be a fun Godot project or something to learn. Like, but you have the C# knowledge too that could probably transfer over. Might be worth it. Oh, man. I haven't talked this much in like a week. Yeah, I'm interested in the C sharp side of things too, but I would have to learn C sharp. So, yeah. Is that it? Did I do it? Is that it? Does the timer restart when I restart the levels? I wasn't sure. 1 second, 2 second. Let's just play a little bit. You did try making your overlay and it ran into some issues. Oh, see, that's the thing. You try to make an overlay, you got to make Pong. Honestly, I should have started by making small games. My first game was Archimus. Like that was I don't know why I chose to do that. It was a crash course. And then doing it on stream, you want to talk about stressful? Oh my gosh. I feel like they're not spawning fast enough. So I'm gonna have to put some logic behind making them spawn a little bit. Especially if I'm just destroying them as fast as I am. But I learned that the trick with a survivors like game is to start it out really slow, make it gratifying to get experience. I was following that mug like I was gonna get experience for it. Also, this feels like a game now. Just saying. Alright, so we have 33 enemies spawned. There should be wave manager. There should be 100. And then at the end of the wave, only 100 enemies per wave. Okay. Enemy spawn total per wave. We want to stop it. Can spawn false. Okay. So I don't have like a progression for the wave yet. So that's probably why they all stopped. Just gonna run into them because I deal a lot of damage. See, another one spawned. And it does seem like they're not spawning on the walls on the outside, so that's good. So if I just stood in this corner. Obviously, as you level up, the enemies will level up too behind the scenes, making them a little bit more difficult. As the wave goes on, more will spawn rapidly. The idea was to just not spawn more than 50 at a time. And I think that's what's happening, is it's only going to 50. Okay. So we need... I don't have a way to undo this. Current enemies. Is there a way to like console log while you're doing this? No. Oh, you know what? I could probably pause. Probably break it. it's not going to break because this is no longer running. Okay. Okay, so we got the wave timer always going. Break it. Okay, so just 50 enemies that's it, huh? Um all right. So we only want up to 50 at a time on screen. Maybe that's the issue. I'm just trying to solve a problem before it happens. Okay. I don't want it to stop. I want this current enemies is greater than concurrent. Okay. That should solve that. Let's bring the timer down a little bit for now. Spawn cooldown. Do 1 per second. This might get chaotic, which is what I want. Granger! Welcome in. How you doing, man? Oh yeah, there's so much that's happened. I'm feeling okay, man. Um, I'm still sick, but I'm pulling through. My throat finally doesn't hurt as bad. My tonsils are still a little swollen, but I'm feeling pretty good. Enough to like stream and stuff. My body's still a little hot, but whatevs. I realize like I haven't talked this much in like a week. How you doing, man? Just trying to get a little bit of streaming in before next year. You know what I'm saying? But I've got a lot done here. I got the spawn timers and the wave control, and I'm just kind of tweaking things right now. Um, my code kind of works. I've got enemies that run away. That's fun. They can't run away when they're bumping into each other. Okay, so it still only spawned 50 enemies. Das a problem. You're trying to create a very simplified version of Cat Cafe without cats? Nice, David Tempstead. What are you building, dude? Is it just a cafe game? Like a sim? Yeah, we're doing some streaming tomorrow on the last push to get the game jam game in a good spot for showing off. Hell yeah, Granger. That'd be nice. I was thinking about streaming tomorrow too. Just to really show the year who's boss and be like, yeah, I could do whatever I want. I feel like I haven't streamed forever. Like this month has been so busy. I was just talking about at the beginning of stream, like all the different family events and everything I've been to, and it's just like I'm so tired. Okay, just catching falling coins. Yeah, that concept is a pretty nice way to start game dev, to be honest. Like you can do so much with it. You can even turn it into like a modified Pong game. You can make it so you have to like I don't know if you ever played quarters where you like bounce a quarter into a shot glass or whatever. You can make it like that where it like bounces on and like bounces into something. Like there's so many things you can do with just that concept. Yeah, it has been a rough month, man. Um but I still have a week of vacation, so I'm enjoying the time off. I was saying at the beginning of the stream, I spent like 40 hours playing Rust with my family. My brother had his for his birthday present, he just wanted to play Rust. He was sick, so he just wanted to play Rust. And all of us were like, we don't really want to play Rust. I haven't played in 4 years, whatever. It's not really my kind of game. And then we ended up just fucking binging it, dude. Hey, Finn is fine. Hello. You know what? There is no such thing as a late raid message, and Finn is fine. Just prove that. How you doing, man? You here to co-work? Because that's what I'm trying to do. My brain's a little foggy, but I'm trying. Settle releasing carbon dioxide rate. Nice. See, Dplex gets it. Dplex is shooting for mod position here. Your record is 140 minutes of co-working? That's almost 2 hours. Let me think of a game called Bouncing Babies. Oh man, that's great. Oh no, of being late for raid. Oh wow, 140 minutes. I mean, that's not late. That just means you're coming in for cleanup. You want to check to see if there's any loot left. Nothing wrong with that. Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of stragglers, a lot of people that you got to rally them back in. I get it. It's the end of the year. Everybody's just kind of chilling. It's a Monday night. For some people, it's like the last day of the year. Alrighty then. Spawn timer. So I'm trying to get this timer. It's just stopping. Oh, I think I need to reset this. Am I ever current enemies subtracting them? Is this ever getting called? There's a guy. Get him. It's never emitting. Okay. We solved the problem. All right. On enemy died. Okay. Spawner.connect. Uh spawner. It's this one. Enemy spawner. What signals do we have? Child entered tree. What does this node do? Whenever add child has been added. Website's looking pimp, dude. Oh my god, Granger, thanks for bringing me back to the early 2000s. Thank you. I'm gonna show it off again. I love distractions. Look at it, everybody. I made a new website. I know I went through it pretty intensely on stream, but yeah, averagegamestudio.com. If you're into web dev or video games, it's got both. So I made this new website to house my games, and I'm actually going to be hosting my own way to like play games because like itch has been going down a lot lately. People have been targeting it, and so it's just kind of like, do I keep hosting them there? What is this? Deflux, did Seto say you can share this? Can I look at Seto's site? This is so cool. Is this made in Unity? Oh, this is the game you're working on. Death for Growth. I thought you said you were launching this. Oh, it's unofficial site? Oh, man. The loading made me think that it was made in Flash. It took me back for a second. I wasn't ready for that. It was made with C#. That's pretty sick. Yeah, mine was made with WordPress and Bricks Builder. So, yeah, it's just a little site. But thank you. Yeah, I'm glad I launched it. It was nice to get that out the door. Okay. Spawner.connect. Function node. Let's just print connected. Enemy died. Let's see if this works. You love working with Blazor? Man, if I was a C# developer, I would be using Blazor. You know I would be. It's not connecting this, everyone. How do I connect? You should try it. Yeah, C# is on my list of things to try. I actually come from an original background of VB.net, and I've made some software in C#, if you'd believe that. So I do know a little bit. You won't look back. Yeah, I figure. And it's like I'm spending all this time learning GDScript, but GDScript is very easy for me to learn because I come from JavaScript, you know, the day-to-day stuff, and some of it's kind of similar. Deflux, what are you doing? You want a $10 dono? What? What do you mean? Build your first web app? Oh, that's pretty cool. I have Visual Studio on here. Look. I've used Visual Studio. I use it. 10 to 15 minutes. I'll check it out. No prerequisites. Okay, that's pretty sick. Yeah, I've talked to Granger about it, but I'll definitely check it out because it is interesting, and with all the WordPress drama, no big deal. Sorry, if you use .net anything or whatever, it deletes it. I'm not derailing right now. Used to dev VB.net. Yeah, that's what I did too. Chief multi-hat. We've been with Basic since GW Basic days. Now up to VB.net became maintenance only. Now main C# dev. Okay, cool. So do you do like software dev stuff or do you do like net? I know if you do .net, it says it's a link because .net is a I can't even think of what it's called right now. I was gonna say domain, but you know what I mean. Peer pressure to do it live. You can't derail me. I've already derailed myself. All right, Godot. Connect signal on instantiate. An enterprise developer. That's sick. God, there's so many smart people in my chat. I feel like Deflux is pretty smart, and I wrapped them into that. Yeah, I know Granger's smart. I talk to Granger all the time. I know Seto's smart. I watch him stream. I know Finn is fine is smart. Like we're just a bunch of smart people in here. I love that. And then even people that aren't smart, like that's okay. I'm one of those people. But the thing is about being smart is you just practice. Right. Smart will be questionable. It pays the bills. Right. That's what I'm saying. Like I'm a web developer. You know, like I've been doing it for 20 years. But it's like AI has made me so lazy. Oh my gosh. We're just nerds that love our craft. I love that. See, that's what makes me want to keep doing this is like everybody's just kind of in it together. I love that. Okay, I feel like this is overcomplicated. Can I just button dot down? I've got my enemy. Where are my signals at? Right here. Okay, I need to move that. You're Spartan web developer. Put a front end onto the back end I built out. Yeah, see, I'm more front end. I'm more front end developer, so I know JavaScript and HTML and CSS, SCSS. I do know some back end. I know some PHP. I've built like WordPress plugins and stuff, but like most of my experience was just HTML, CSS, JavaScript. That's what I built websites in for like 7, 8 years. And then I had found WordPress and I didn't even look back. Right, it's typed now, which is nice. Like 8.4 is such a big change. And I started PHP at 5.6. So I was doing PHP 5.6 and now we're like 8.4. Oh yeah, I've made tons of desktop apps too in VB.net. Oh no, we're derailing. Yeah, it's fine. It's fine. So like all these apps, these are all things that I've made in VB.net. All of these. They're all apps that I've made. And they're like one purpose software. I've got like client management software. I've got listing out folders. Do you remember fml.com or whatever it was? I have something that like grabbed a random FML just to post it and like it's so silly. I've made like an image viewing software. I've made like basically Microsoft Office. I'm sorry. I'm not baiting you to write VB.net. I wonder if I can make it so it's fine to say no, because if I do .net, then everybody's gonna start posting .net websites. Hang on. Let's see. No, you're not gonna get banned. Just type in VBNet, because I think it's still gonna try to link it. Yeah, I would just do VBNet. I'll know what you mean. I think. No, you just do that. That's fine. Or even just saying VB, because I know Visual Basic. Nobody's doing application. Nobody's doing VBA, right? And if you are, good for you. Make macros. Yeah, I did a lot of desktop applications too. I love it. Yeah, no, you're not gonna get banned. And if you do, I'll unban you for VB.net. Like, that's not even bad. I'm old school using Nightbot still. All right, let's just do this. I would, if I get mod, I would unban you after banning you. Deflux, you have been in here every time Seto raids in. You are here and you stay here. So I mean, that's mod track for me. I don't have very many mods. Probably like if Granger ever asked, I might mod him. I don't know. I trust Granger. All right, none of these guys are getting connected to their death. Okay. How to connect. Press self my function. Can I do enemy? What was it? Enemy died. Oh, I can't do that. It's an enemy spawner. Oh. Oh, this is interesting. Okay. I think I know what's going on because I'm spawning the spawner. I'm not spawning the enemy. Okay. How can I pass this in? I guess I would have to pass it. Var me died function. A programador Inciante. Thank you for the follow. Welcome in. I'm assuming that's in Spanish. I was gonna try to pronounce it, but I would get made fun of. But welcome in. Thank you for the follow. How can I pass this in? Okay, I need to pass in. I'm just gonna rubber duck here. I need to pass from my wave manager. I need to pass in my on enemy died whenever an enemy emits that they've died. So I've got this enemy died signal. Do I ever connect to it? Oh, geez. I'm trying to code here. Thank you for the 50 bits, Granger. And the nerd fart. Well, I appreciate that. I barely have time to mod my own streams, though. I would take you up on the VIP status. Wait, I haven't VIP'd you yet, Granger? No. My gosh. All right. You know who else I can VIP? I can probably VIP Deflux. That way he can post links. Just gonna troll. Yeah. Welcome to the VIP team, Granger. I thought I already VIP'd you. I don't know. Seto, can I trust Deflux? If you're still here, Seto. Do not betray me, Seto. All right, Deflux. You are now VIP. Welcome to the VIP team. However, if you abuse it, just like Granger, if Granger abuses it, is gone. I don't know what it actually does for you, so hopefully you can post links. Relevant. What is this? Deflux? I swear? No, I'm not clicking through your spam site. Don't lose my trust. Just be careful posting stuff like that, because then people may not trust you. I thought it was pretty funny. I clicked. That's the BS department. That's the IT links. Okay, I need to get my enemy's death. Here in the BS department, Average Game Studios. No. Current state, enemy dead. Let's handle the dead state. They drop loot. Okay, because I'm queue freeing it here. Probably don't want to put the emit. Thanks for the 10 bits. Right when the music stopped. I'm sorry. I'm mature. I don't laugh at farts. It's like, yeah, I don't laugh at farts. Never. Okay. Where is it? This is not the wave manager. This is the wave manager. So it's not even connecting here. Fart makes the world turn, or at least powers office chairs. That's why I will never buy a used chair. I will never buy a used chair, couch, recliner, nothing. Because I know better. I don't even know what to search for this. Because the spawner is spawning the enemy that needs to connect. We need to pass this function. Coffee stain? Yes, that's it. The BS department site's made with raw JS. That's nice. I've made some goofy sites back in the day. I haven't done goofy sites in a while though. Not since I started doing it professionally. Like I don't want to do it for fun anymore. That's pretty cool though. JS HTML. Do you like using jQuery? Is that, or just do you just like vanilla JS? Okay, Godot. Godot pass function as an argument. Is that a thing? No, God no. I like jQuery. They even updated it to be a little more efficient recently. I'm glad I'm not the only one that feels that way. I mean, I don't do the whole language wars. I use whatever I use for my projects. It's whatever I know, whatever works. If there's a better way, somebody will make it better. But I will do it my way until I'm told otherwise. I'm getting some debugging help. Enemy spawner and base enemy. So I go AFK and I come back, right? And Deflux is VIP. And I'm trying to rationalize this. Okay, perfect. Seto. Deflux said that you would vouch for him. Should I not make him VIP? He said I could trust him and that you would back him up. You got a new mic boom? Oh, hell yeah. You can get rid of that rickety one. I mean, yeah, I get that. I don't even know what this thing's for. I mean, it's pretty cool. Like, it holds it. You do vouch for him mostly, but his link sharing is a dice roll. So far, nothing malicious. Yeah, I told him if he ruins my trust, that's it. The first link he linked was pretty suspicious already, is the BS department. So, it's one strike. It's a windbreak. I don't know what that is. Your links are top tier. Well, I don't deflux. I normally don't allow links because there's a safe coding place, and if you do link me stuff, the Godot documentation is fine. YouTube links are usually okay. Twitch clips are usually okay. But VIP, I can take it away. What is windbreak? I swear, Granger, if I search windbreak and it's a fart. Is it, is it one of those fuzzy things? Or is it that, like, the sock? The sock that goes over it? I'm tired of Seto talking shit about me saying I'm releasing software and I'm gonna stream for 24 hours. Deflux, do you stream for 24 hours? A mic windbreak. Oh, okay, okay. Yeah, I've seen those. I've got a pop filter. I don't know if it works. Pa! Did you hear me pop? He's gonna take your VIP away, but I get to keep mine. No, Seto has earned his VIP. He's raided me like 15 times. He trusts me with everybody he brings over. He welcomes me with hot chocolate into his stream, and we're concussion buddies. What more can you ask for in a VIP? I mean, wheezing there, dude. Well played. Just don't lose my trust. I feel like it's pretty easy to not lose it. I don't like trolls, so just I think that's a good guideline. All right, what is it saying? To pass a callback function from the wave manager to the enemy spawner to the base enemy, we can add a callback parameter to the enemy spawner. So we have to add a callback method. How do? Oh, in my enemy spawner. I don't know how to do these. Just so you know, Seto, when it comes to my shitty links, the first thing I linked was SetoLinksCreative.com. That is true, Seto. He did link that first. Which, granted, that was before you got VIP status, so it did get blocked. You need to revamp it? Yeah, Seto, I mean, having like a little portfolio out there, the games and stuff, even what you're working on, like, it's nice to show off. Hey, 8 bits a byte, welcome in. It's going pretty good. I'm trying to figure out why my enemies, I'm working on Rise of the Intern, my little 2D survivors like corporate game. And I'm trying to figure out why my enemies death emit is not going to the wave manager. And apparently I have to do something called a callback function, which I haven't really worked with. So I gotta figure that out. A callable. So I gotta read this. I wouldn't call it a small game. I know. It's a small game right now, all right? It's my long-term project. I started it in October. It is now almost January. And this is what I've got. We've got character creator, we've got stats, we got customization. I have added HUD, a timer. We've got throwable objects. We've got ranged enemies. Ooh, dodged. We've got melee enemies who chase me down. I've got to work on so much though. It's small right now, but this game is going to be huge. And this is just the survivors aspect of it. I haven't even started working on mini games and like the RPG and the story. Like, I don't know how people work on games long term. I'm just gonna say it. I'm a game jammer. Deflux took all this time to build a badass demo site, and here I am having too many things to do. Yeah, Seto, that's because we chose game dev, which is violence. Time off is increasingly valuable. Yeah, I think we're like all taking some time off right now. I'm still technically off this week too, so I've just been working on my game this past week and family events and Christmas and all that fun stuff too. Violence against my own time and mental availability, yeah. Yeah, game dev, this consumes you. And like, this is, I think about just like, oh, I need to be working on this. Oh, I need to be working on that. When I spent 40 hours last week playing Rust, I wasn't thinking about my game though. I was in Rust. I was literally having dreams about Rust. Yeah, I'm glad you're getting some time to reboot too, Granger. I think everybody kind of needs it at the end of the year. We just like put all of our time into the year and then it's like you need to take a break. I've never taken this much time off. I feel like I don't even have a job anymore and I'm my own boss. So do the math on that one. How can I search the docs? I'm just kidding. I just didn't know the shortcut. The shortcut. The shortcut. F1. Okay. Built-in variant within an object. Custom callable. See custom. Okay. Okay, so you pass it as a string. That's interesting. So we're doing callable.call and we're passing in arguments. arg3 is set to default nothing, so doesn't need a third one. This prints the callable. Okay. I am not a fan of documentation because of this. Like, I need to see this in like how it's working. Like this is spawn enemy, and then it tells me that the enemy is being spawned. For me, the hardest thing is trying to make a go as an indie dev while having a full-time day job. Amen, Granger. That's why I never got into game dev, is because like trying to balance out the full-time job is so difficult. Requires a ton of balance to maintain myself from getting burnt. Yeah, well, especially for you, you do game dev and then you're doing indie game dev. At least for me, it's like web dev and design to game dev, which is it's a lot different. Go back to work in another dayish after 2 weeks off. Oh, nice. 8 bits a byte. The 2 weeks off. That's what I'm in the middle of my 2 weeks right now. It's been great having it off, but I don't remember what I do for work anymore. Right? Like, hear me out. 3-day weekend is nice. It's perfect. 4 days off, you're like, did I quit my job? And then I'm in like in the first week of like not working, and like I haven't even really read my work emails per se. But I didn't really get much last week. And now I'm like, yeah, I think I'm gonna have clients when I come back, right? They took time off too, right? That's why they haven't emailed me. You start getting like panicked. But honestly, if I didn't work on my website, uh like if I didn't work on launching this website, I think I would have forgotten what I did for a living. But I finished this up. I got my portfolio done, so I built out the portfolio. And then I like finished up some of the like game page stuff and the about page. So I had a little bit of work on this that I did, but I almost started to feel like, oh no, what do I do? Do I even make websites? Was it all dream? Did I make it up? Oh, this is what I want. I saw something about Godot getting typed dictionaries. So callables and dictionaries might be a thing of the future. Okay. Okay. Let's go to enemy spawner. I think we have to add a callback here. Callable. Okay, so we want to pass a function into this. Um, I feel like the whole point of a signal is so I can call it from the wave manager. Spawner spawns something. Yeah, so it's not going to work. I can't connect it this way. So I need to set the death callback here. I need to create a method to set this. And then I need to pass in the function. Right? I think I'm going to pass it into the function here. Really understand what I can bring in with this. Okay. Hey, Tech Workbench, welcome in. Thank you for the follow. Appreciate that. Okay, so we want to set this equal to the callback that we have here. And then I need to connect it here. Okay, and so I don't have to do it twice. Let's just do enemy as base enemy up here. Do that. Okay. And then if there is a death callback, set it. Yeah. Valid. Enemy dot. Oh, we gotta connect to the died one here. What is it called? I think it's just enemy died. Yeah. Right? So we can pass this function in and then we connect it whenever we whenever we send the function. That was interrupting. I don't know how they do it. This is why it's biddies on my stream. I would be so distracted by all the fart sounds. Granger, thank you for the 50 bits, dude. Also, you can spend channel points and play random game sounds. There might be a fart in there. I don't know. I've made so many game sounds and I'm adding more from all the games that I've made. I'm not going to guarantee it, but it might be there. You don't have to spend your... All right. What are the chances that it was one of the fart sounds? That was from what's in your mouth. Thank you for the 1,000 channel point redemption for a random sound from one of my games. Oh man. And that's why they call me the Fart King. I don't know if that's good or bad, Granger. I don't know if that's good or bad. The King of Farts. No, the Fart King. What is funny? I do have Tourette's so hard. Wood chairs and musical beans has made for very retrospectively hilariously funny moments in life. Oh, okay. So hardwood chairs and musical beans. That's great. Musical beans. What do you mean musical beans? Hardwood chairs. Anytime somebody scoots a chair back. Oh my gosh, you actually do have a crown. Oh, it's the Fart King. Oh my gosh. Could be worse. Could have earned the name Shark King. No, you do not want that title. What's going on, Yogi? You do not want the Shark King title. That is not something you would be known for at parties. All the way to 11, Flatus. Beans, beans, the magical fruit. Okay. Yay! Yay! If you couldn't tell, that was me voice acting that. Why does it play? Hold on. Let me go through my alerts real quick. Let me make it so that it doesn't play the channel point redeem. Custom point redemption. All right. Maybe that'll fix it. It like overlaps the sounds. Yay! Would you like an engineering question? No, I don't want an engineering question. I don't want any questions. I want to figure out how to send this callable over to my function. Yay! It still did the sound effect.
Happy New Year, you filthy animal.
It's not the same whenever the I don't even know who that is, like the voice text Brian or something. It was so weak. He's like, Happy New Year, you filthy animal. Happy New Year, yeah. It's almost there. We got another day here. Darn. Deflux, I don't know if you know what darn means, but that's not the right context. Oh, you said damn. I'm dyslexic. That's fine. That's the right one. Actually, that's not. All right. In here, how do I pass this? Okay. I need to. Oh, easy. Set death callback. We'll send on enemy died. Yeah, you dyslexic member. It's mostly with numbers, but text hits me too. Let me tell you, math was fun in school. Don't worry about my debug messages. Anagrams are very easy to read for me. Oh no. What? It's passing itself in. Oh, in my wave spawner. Let's do you convert an enemy to a string? It did work though. I don't know if you guys saw that. It definitely called the function. Ah, he's throwing mugs at me. It worked. Yes. Why is it that when I get in your stream, I feel hungry? I need food now. That's a good question. Is it because it's late? And because I have coffee mugs? Can't be any worse than some of the code comments we put in our code at work. We had a full code review from an outside person. She's cracking up at some of the comments we put in there. Good to know some people appreciate humor. Yeah, I mean, if you can't have a very descriptive message like this, I died, and then it tells me what enemy died, how are you going to know what's happening? 1:40 a.m. That's midnight snack time, dude. When I'm streaming, I don't get hungry at all. I think the anxiety buildup is just kind of like oh, really? Cheese toasty. No, I didn't. I had a Soylent for dinner. Soylent is people. I ordered Indian food if you want some. Deflux, smell-o-vision. That's all I gotta say. What? What do you mean cannibal? I guess it's a cheese salad sandwich. Cheese salad sandwich. A cheese sandwich with cheese and lettuce on it? I mean, that's fine. I mean, you can make a grilled cheese. What you do is you butter the outside of the bread, and then you sprinkle garlic powder or garlic salt on it, a little bit of herb spices on it, Italian, if you will, and then yeah, you make a grilled cheese out of that. It's so good. I always invite Seto for dinner, and he never shows up. Says, "I'll be right there." Seto, why do you lie? Just say no. I already ate. Tomato and zucchini. Not technically cucumber? Okay. I like to add some pickled cucumbers to my hamburgers. Pretends like his helicopter hasn't got room to land. Oh, man. Pickled cucumber is a gherkin? Well, yeah. It's just pickles. A gherkin is a brand of pickles, no? Oh my gosh, it's a type of pickle. Oh, it's like snacking pickles. Okay. I, I thought gherkins were a brand. Why is it called gherkin? Who decided on that name? Huh. If Seto has a helicopter, I want to drive that. Deflux just hoping I'll get rich to buy a helicopter and take him for a ride. Hey, a guy can dream. You go to Kevin McLeod's site at Incompetech, which provides royalty-free music for games and more. I'm using music for my game. The song "Farting Around" might be something you may like. No, I doubt that. What's the website? Oh my gosh, I do know about this. I didn't know this was royalty-free music, though. Listen now. How do I stop it? How do I stop it? No, I'm not doing this. For anybody who is wondering, this is what it sounded like. I'm not laughing. I'm pretty sure that's the one Granger made for the two nerdy nerds for their special command. Correct me if I'm wrong. Sounds like a load of shit. It sounds like more than that. No, that's not it. Okay. I swear I've heard this song before. Lord of the Rings. What is this? It's got a didgeridoo in this. All right, I'm gonna have to. We'll go back to that. That's actually pretty great. I do have music that I can get. I've got a license to Envato Elements, and they've got tons of music on there, so I'll probably utilize that until I can figure out how to use my piano with my computer. I bought a MIDI cable so I can play my piano on my computer, but then I skipped the part where I learned to play piano, so we'll figure it out. Oh yeah, it is a massive rabbit hole. Seto's rich. He's just been in denial. Wouldn't that be nice to just one day be like, oh shit, I'm rich? Who would have thought? Sorry, I'm being sidetracked. Okay. I want to when an enemy dies. I took out a function. I don't remember what I took out. I gotta check GitHub. Hang on. GitHub, the savior of code. Wavemanager.gd, line 64. Current enemies is greater than the max concurrent. Ah. Thank you for the 50 bits. How do you keep timing that with the music stopping, Granger? How? See, I tied it to bits so I can thank you for the bits instead of the fart. See, you see how what I did there? I'm gonna pass that knowledge on to two nerdy nerds. Even though I think Celine just likes saying thanks for the fart now. I used to be a DJ. Timing is important. That's right, Granger. I forgot about that, man. You're multifaceted. Yeah. Granger is the man. Yeah, you know what? Stellar Frog said DJ stream when, Granger. Let's do a little shout out. Shout out Granger devs. DJ stream when? DJ Barking? Anyways, Granger streams also, everyone. So if you want to check out another game dev, he does Unity as well, just like Seto. I know a lot of you are from Seto, but check him out. He's got a good little thing going on there. I enjoy the streams, very informative. Also, he keeps trying to getting me to use Unity, so maybe one day. What does SME mean? What does SME stand for? How does no one know this? I don't know. All I think of is small enterprise. What does it stand for? Subject matter expert. Oh, okay. Thought it was just small and medium enterprise. The business brain right there. A copy fan. Long time no see. I'm terrible at responsible times. 3 a.m. Oh my gosh. How are you even awake right now? I'm like in the middle of some weird dreams at 3 a.m. More specifically, Rust, because that's what I've been playing a lot of. Subject mature. Oh, shit. Pearly Turtle. Hey, Pearly. Thank you for the sub. 7 months? Have I known you for 7 months? What the heck? Thank you for the sub. My best friend came across the country. Just surprised me, guys. I'm crying. Oh my gosh, that's so sweet. Don't cry. Crying. I'm not crying. You're crying. That's so sweet. You just got back from a Final Fantasy wedding, Okapi fan? Oh my gosh. How was that? Like in-game Final Fantasy wedding or like IRL Final Fantasy style wedding? That was a tongue twister. I've seen like WoW weddings and stuff. That's pretty legit. My gosh, there's too many ranged enemies. Stream started acting weird after you unplugged your earplugs. No worries. I was asking a Final Fantasy, like in-game Final Fantasy wedding or a Final Fantasy themed wedding. Now you don't hear me stumble over my words the second time. Matter. Have you ever had a matter baby? All right, let's scatter these guys. Oh god, I'm dead. Words are hard. Okay. Let's check this. Make sure we get more than excuse me. Let's get more than 50 on screen. Let's try not to die. Wait, I didn't see the tree. What? The tree in person when we were there. It's so cute. Oh yeah. Well, the guys came up and saw the tree. That's our tree. It changes colors. It's a gamer tree, but we just have it set to blue because it's the prettiest one. Purple's pretty cool too, but you can't really see it that well. Okay, an in-game one. That is so cool. Gosh, Final Fantasy transmogs and stuff are so cool. I can imagine that was really neat. Pink? Does it go pink? I don't think it does pink, actually. It does blue, red, green, purple, maybe like a teal, like a cyan, orange, and then that might be it. Of course it doesn't do pink. Okay, I'm gonna die. Look at that, we have 70 enemies. Okay, it's spawning. It's actually working. It was only going to 50 before. We've got ourselves a real-life survivors game. Look how many ranged enemies there are, though. I can't kill any of them. Oh my god. They're just standing there throwing stuff at me. Wait, stop. That's so cute. I took our tree down yesterday. No! Except a little record player. Your guys' tree was so nice. Like when I went to go take care of your cats, it was just so nice. I did turn it off overnight though, just because of my fears, but I turned it on while I was there. And I turned it on the morning you guys came back, so it was nice and cozy. What? Chicken butt? Oh, for Stellar Frog. Okay. Fine. I'll just play my game. Wait, why is it stopping at 72? They're trying to run away, but they can't because they're getting stuck on their other team members here. Oh, shoot! Captain Onosa raiding. Hello, Captain Onosa. Oh my gosh. My bro said yes to getting a dog. Oh no. Captain Onosa, how was stream, dude? Welcome in. Just Covino, thank you for the follow. I feel like I just saw your stream yesterday, Just Covino. I was just looking at your stream yesterday. How's it going? Also, for any of you that don't know, Captain Onosa. Captain Onosa streams on Twitch as well. Obviously, that's where the raid came from. And they do Godot as well. What's the new project you're working on, dude? Best wishes into 2025. Yes. Welcome in, Geek and Gale. Oh, thanks for the random sound effect. Hey, Lama Salami. What's up, bro? NZ Maniac. Welcome in. It's 2 Bob. Welcome in. How you doing? Crocos Rise Up. How's everyone doing? How was stream? What are you guys getting into? Even helping Captain abduct frogs. That's right. He was doing a little spaceship game where you go and you collect the frogs and bring it back to the mother, right? You can throw frogs around? Oh my gosh, that's so funny, dude. That's so funny. Still trying to catch up on all the other great streamers. I was following Freedom Forge Studios. Yeah, Freedom Forge Studios is good too. There's so many good streams and game devs. Like, yes, they're great streamers, but they're great game devs too. Whereas you got me here where I don't know why my enemies stopped spawning at 72, but they did. So, anyways, welcome in, Raiders. I'm the Average Goob. I am a professional web developer and hobbyist game designer. I'm actually, I just released a website. Well, an updated version of my website called Average Game Studios or averagegamestudio.com. So you can check that out if you would like. That's where all my games are. I'll put a link in chat for you. You can go to portfolio and you can see we've got the featured games. This is like Alchemist. This is my first Godot project. Key the Board Warrior is most of these are made in Game Maker. All of them except for Alchemist actually. But this is my first hand-drawn game. Quiet Quitter was my first game. That was like a game jam longer than 48 hours. And then the rest of these are all just kind of like games made in 48 hours, some of them made in a week. I've worked with other team members on them, and I just recently started doing my own game art this past year. You got a raid and run. Thank you, Captain Onosa, for stopping by. I appreciate it. Streamed way longer than you should have. Yeah, I feel that. That happens to me sometimes. It's going to happen to me today. But it's 2 Bob. Thank you for the follow. I think I missed that. Appreciate that. We got a hydrate from Llama Salami. Make sure I take care of that. Thank you, a copy fan. Good game dev streamers like me. No way. It's coming together really well. It's so motivating. Oh, I love seeing people's games come together. Geek and Gale, I love the name. Welcome in. We're not yeeting any of the viewers, all right? Something occurs to me that you search for DNA from the various frogs. You could search for DNA, and then you could find them and bring them back. That'd be cool. Let me know what kind of dog you guys get if that happens. It's easy to convince me and my brothers to get a dog. Just look at us all. We all have dogs now. I did. I did see the puppy. That puppy was an anomaly, though. Oh, anyways, let me continue. I'm making a video game right now called Rise of the Intern. And I've got this game design document. It's like 35 minutes long or something. Yeah, 35 minutes long. So if you've got time to read a long game design document, eventually I will release this once I finalize what I'm making out of it. But so far, I haven't even looked at it again. I'm kind of using it, but I broke it down into tasks and I'm just kind of going through some of these things. I've got a huge list here. All these different things I got to go through, the design and GUI, the art assets, combat system, which let's be real, I'm actually working on this. We got the different game modes. So there's so many things I've got to go through, but I get overwhelmed by looking at all those. So I'm just doing it one task at a time here. How old am I? I'm going to go with 0.3 centuries old. Me too. That's great. You're Adobe certified professional, Macromedia certified professional, Dreamweaver. Hell yeah. That's actually really cool. I'm not certified in anything. Actually, I guess I'm a certified game designer. I do have a bachelor's degree in game design. So That's fun. It's collecting dust on my wall. That degree is. How did you like the Dreamweaver templates? I haven't used Dreamweaver in like 10, 15 years. I started making websites in HTML, CSS, like in Notepad. Notepad was an upgrade, and then I actually use WordPress now. So that's what I use for this. This is WordPress, and then something called Bricks Builder. This thing is legit. It's legit. Like, look at this. This guy's gonna build a little website really quick. And so it allows you to build visually. Like, I'm a web designer. I'm a designer by trade. I do graphic design. I do marketing, all that kind of stuff. And so web development was kind of a secondary necessary thing. But like, this thing is sick. So I switched over to using this recently. And it's great. And then you can add custom code. So like things like this, like a marquee or like this custom slider, like you can code things in. I'm a heading. But yeah, it's pretty cool. I gotta admit, age is much more fun when thought of in centuries. More interesting for sure. I have more letters after my name than in my name. That's great. It never helped, right? It's just like MBA, BS. I mean, the BS part's very important. The Bachelor of Science. So yeah, right now I'm trying to figure out why my enemy spawners are stopping. So yeah, right now, I've got kind of like this little song's very distracting, has words in it. But I've got like this little desktop, so you can like drag and drop icons. You can like throw them in this trash can. You can rename them and like create different files. Like we can do like that. Oh my gosh, we're a hacker now. We've got a console. So and like one of the interactions, I think you can do, what is it, code.file. If I drop this into the console, it prints out a hacker's been found, lol. So there'll be Easter eggs and stuff with like that. We've got the different classes for the game, and these all have like different performance bonuses, but ultimately you'll be able to customize them however you want. This is just kind of how they start, and then you can like randomize your stats, or you can specialize. Like I want to be like workload capacity because I know for a fact this is going to increase my damage. Then you can customize it. We've got all the skin tones that you can pick. We've got all the different hairstyles. And yes, I will be making a ton more customization. I have to get better at drawing like long hairstyles and different kind of clothings, but this is kind of what I started with. So we can kind of customize. This is really just color here, different shoes. And then you can choose your company. And then they have little descriptions. So like this indie game studio was provided by the Linux developer from Stream. The marketing company, this was provided by Average Goob. That's me. The financial company was provided by Stoffhimmel. So we do like name things on stream. You can use your point redeems, and I can name stuff in stream. Oh, we also have, you can name your character. And then we choose the company. And then right now I'm working on the survivors like gameplay. So I've got like the HP, I've got the XP bar, I've got ranged enemies, and they all randomize too. So enemies will have like full customization. We've got different pickups for experience. We've got a little timer in the bottom right. We've got an overwhelming amount of enemies spawning because I'm trying to test my wave spawner. There has to be a way to make the border of the window transparent. Oh yeah, there's not has to be a way. There's a way. I decided not to for now. We'll see. Someone else who skips songs with words. I love you. I can't help it. It is so distracting when I'm like trying to talk. This is like a lo-fi DMCA free game music playlist, and then there's like some of these songs with lyrics. I'm like, get them out of here. You can't wait to play this. It's fun to see it develop. Me too. Thank you, Pearly. I feel like it takes so long to build a game, and like when you're like sharing it, it really feels like the progress is slow. But I've come a long ways. Like it's been like 3 months, and this is basically a game, right? Like I've got a game here now. technically I can die. Oh, it went past 70. I'm gonna die. It looks like AMOC. What's AMOC? This is like obviously Vampire Survivors and stuff, but it's gonna be an RPG. So this is just gonna be the combat. So like in Fire Emblem, you know, you have like the turn-based combat or tactical combat. In Final Fantasy, you got turn-based. Pokemon, you got like the turn-based. This is gonna be like the combat style for the RPG. Thank you, Tech Workbench, for hanging out. It's good to see you in here. Also, thank you for the follow again. All right, we got 100 enemies. Okay, this is perfect. So signal timeout is already connected on that object. Okay, so I don't know why that's happening, but 100 enemies. I wonder if it's going to go past it. I don't think it's going to go past it. Okay, but it made it to my wave, so I don't have any code to make it go past the wave, but it's going to increase like difficulty and spawn times whenever the waves start going. So 2 minutes and 30 seconds for a wave is not bad. Oh, for the Commodore? Not the 1990 shooter? Okay. Yeah, well, I mean, it was a little bullet hell style because of the amount of ranged enemies. There's not going to be that many ranged enemies. I just have them spawning at like a 30% chance right now. I remember one night I went through all your old games you had posted. You had a blast. You played them? Oh, Pearly, that's sick. There's only one game that I don't have on my website, but I do have a video. Um, so this is the only game that's not on my website. Um, but it was my RPG Maker game, and I played it on stream, like the whole thing. It's 2 hours. I made this when I was like what 14. But yeah, I played this on stream. This is a lot of fun. This is on my YouTube channel. They were literally so fun. I'm glad you loved them. Which one was your favorite? Oh, ooh, a muck. Oh, Commodore game. Okay, I have heard of this. AMOC. I didn't know it was actually like a acronym. Oh my gosh. Why is it there's not like any gameplay? There we go. Yeah, yeah, I know what you mean. Okay. All right, hear me out though. Listen. My art is not done yet, okay? It's not done yet. You're trying to move through an office and not get caught. Oh, that's a Quiet Quitter. This was my favorite game too. Look at this. Oh, somebody got to third. No, I'm no longer third. No. This one's fun. It's just one button. You can either use your mouse. It works on mobile too. So if you're on like the toilet or something, you want to play 20 levels of Quiet Quitter. Look at that sprint. You can jump, grab some coffee. You can hide in a box. This is a one button game. It's just you hold space or you hold left click. And then managers come out of those doors. You're like just trying to sneak out. You love the that Neo the Matrix reference. This is the Metal Gear Solid box, and if you die, I made a Metal Gear Solid sound. Oh, there's the managers. Oh, I kicked a trash can at him. Oh. Anyways, sorry. I can get really distracted playing that. I'm glad you like that one. That's one of my favorite games. All right, let's figure out what's the issue here. Oh, start wave. Okay, we need to connect them in the ready function. That's my bad. Oh, and yes, sorry, to answer your question, the law firm does have one. It's called Greedy and Greedier. But yeah, there's like little descriptions for them too. They're silly. But we can always add more. Like if everybody wants to name stuff, I can randomize this stuff. That's why I made them resources the way they are. So I can like name it and then they can use the same scene, like the level scene. So like all law firms will have the same level layout, but they'll have like different CEO names, different like company names, different company descriptions. And it'll be in like your onboarding docs when you join. Was at a box store and someone thought I was a worker? No. She wanted me to help her and wouldn't believe I didn't work there. She said she was going to tell the manager. Chief Multi Hat? Truly the Chief Multi Hat. Oh, that is great. All right, I'm just doing a git commit real quick, making sure I've got my code saved. Save your work. Commit your work. Commit to the bit. Okay. I feel like it stopped at 100 now. I learned this in management. Disagree but commit. Yup. A year prior, I had worked at the store, a different one, so maybe. So you look like you knew what you were doing. Let me tell you, when Stellar Frog and I go for hikes, I swear there's got to be a sign on me that says I know where I'm going because everybody always stops and asks me for directions all the time. I'm just like, this is my first time on the trail. What? I don't know. What? You could add a hidden escape to Quiet Quitter, or you can make it to the painter's rolly out the window. Go to the painter's rolly. Okay, I know what you're saying. That would be funny. Same thing happens to me, but I always send them someplace. Like, oh yeah, down that way. Ignore the private property sign. See, but I don't. I tell them the right direction. I tell them what I know. And then they probably tell their friends, they're like, yo, there's this guy. He knows. Oh my gosh. I was thinking about remaking Quiet Quitter and making it an actual platformer. Having like special escapes and stuff. That'd be funny. It's like the next level. You can like skip 3 floors or something. No, next time I'm not going to tell them the wrong method. I'm not telling them to go down a trail that can get them hurt. What if I see them again? Alright, this is gonna be a mistake, but I'm gonna spawn a bunch of enemies. Oh god. Oh, all 100 are spawning. Okay, hold on. I can only do 50 at a time. Okay, and now it stops. Mow through them. Okay. That's good to know. So, I think I need to go to the wave. I was looking at the enemy here. Spawn timer timeout. Okay, if current enemies is greater than equal to I was right. I think I had this correct the first time. Just return. So it's gonna keep doing this. How funny would it be? I run into Deflux on the trail and and then I use his method on him. He gets lost. Deflux is like, damn it, foiled. You would know it's me. I'm never lost. Ask my wife, she knows. Yeah. I never have to ask for directions. I always know where I'm at. Oh, this is working. I'm mowing them down. We got 89, 90, 100. Okay. But it's not going past the 100. Why are you helicoptering? Come back. Stop doing that. Stop doing that. I coded you to not do that. I died. I once trained an intern to write an Xbox 360 title. In 2 weeks, it got released. The mechanics were almost identical to this game so far if you were to ship it with bullets. Many games start this way. Yeah, this is like the core. This is the survivor style game. I can ship this the way it is. Easy peasy. Worst case, I asked Seto to use his heli and fly over. Yeah. Seto and his helicopter. Seto, you need to make a helicopter model for your stream. And then whenever Deflux mentions helicopter, it needs to fly in and take you out. Like, make it a random chance, you know? Make it special. Oh yeah, I can get lost in my own brain too. I have brain fog right now. Hey, Mars! Yeah, long time no see. Where you been? I stream every day, dude. Where are you? Okay. Just kidding. Your son walks off, flies back in, lands by you. You parachute back into the scene. Just, it's only when Deflux mentions helicopter, though. Okay, so I have it that if the enemies per wave, stop the timer. Okay. Wave timer. If current enemies is greater than this, wave timer start. This isn't right. If current enemies... I think I messed up my wave system. You ready for the release of this game? We play this in the background? No. No. No, Deflux. We can't.
Helicopter, helicopter. Paracofer, paracofer.
I know that song. I've actually listened to it in full. Oh my gosh. When that first came out. Dang it. I just realized I was watching Seto in the background here, right? And then he raided me. And then I switched over to Captain Anosa, and then Captain Anosa raided me. I guess I'll have to put like Adagon in the background now. All right, there we go. I did. I did have a nice holiday. I got a little sick, so I'm a little stuffy right now. My throat's a little scratchy. But it only took me like 2 days to start feeling a little bit better, so that's good. It was only for a short time. My nose is a little runny and stuffy at the same time. I don't know how that's possible, but it is. Yeah, we had good food. Oh my gosh, we had a prime rib for Christmas. Oh, it was so good. I ate it with a plastic fork and a plastic knife. And I only broke the fork at like the end of the meat. So it was pretty tender. It was good. How was your holiday? The text is a little bit little to easily be read. Oh, on my HUD? You think this is too small? I actually didn't think about I should probably make my game with my glasses off. You can full screen it too though. Oh, in the code editor. Okay, I was gonna say we can make the game full screen. Then we can see it all. I don't see the start wave code. Right, that's oh, let me get back to the code. Okay. So let me find out where I make wave in progress false. And the spawn enemy, okay. On enemy died. Wave timer dot start. Okay. I'm pretty blind. So no, it's all good. This is actually really small text, but like, okay. My one complaint about Godot, I want to put my code tabs at the top. I think you can hide them. Yeah, control backslash. I want them to be at the top of the screen like a code editor. So I'm thinking about switching to Visual Studio Code. I'm thinking about switching to Visual Studio Code. And you want to have more than one editor open. Okay, see, I'm not the only one. So yeah, I might switch to Visual Studio Code for my next project, but for this, I mean, technically I could just do that. But yeah, so it's like it takes up so much room. Yeah, it's annoying. But I'm trying to learn Godot, so I'm using all their tools, and then I'll modify my setup as I go. The code is a little small when you're editing for those watching. Yeah, I know. That's fine. I'm not teaching anybody coding. I mean, also, like, I need to see more of it too, and my screen's not that big. So I know that the code is a little small, but it's fine. Oh, it's hard to help you. You don't need teaching. That's fine too. I mean, honestly, some backseat coding is good. But you are right. The spawn enemy code is only found in one place. It's on the spawn timer timeout. However, I have this if can spawn set to false. I'll make this code a little bit bigger. Actually, I can do this. So right now the spawn enemy is what I need to be calling, but I have it turning off here. So if like basically if it can't spawn, meaning when the enemy wave is done, it goes to this. So I don't have a wave progression system, but I don't know how I want to. Thank you for the 50 bits. I don't know, I don't know how I want to implement that. Because right now I have it so that we can only have like a maximum of like 50 enemies. And there's 100 enemies in a wave, and then on the next wave I want it to be okay. Maybe that's what it is. So the next wave, I would want the enemies to be spawning in a little bit faster until we reach the boss's spawn, and then the boss will spawn and we'll stop spawning enemies. So I need to increment my current wave. Okay. Wave in progress. Where do I turn this off? Right here. And then I need to okay, let's set the wave cooldown after that. We'll multiply it or set it by 10. I don't know. So enemies per wave, spawn timer stop, can spawn equals false. But I think the wave timer's still going. Okay, so it's still checking to see, and this is happening every second. So I have my max concurrent enemies. I don't want it to go over that. My wave timer timeout. I'm just making sure I started everything. Okay, the wave timer starts. The wait time is the wave cooldown. I need to display the current wave. Let's do a print. Let me just make sure. Whoa. Pause. Wave 1 started. Okay, and I know it doesn't get started again, so that's good. So we want start wave. Oh, there it is. Okay, we want the wave in progress equals false. All right. Thank you for that, Granger. I need to actually fix that so it doesn't play the sound effect. I don't even know where to change that. Because it was the door closing sound. Give me a second. Random sound for my game. All right, let me try. Hang on, I'm gonna do it. Hey, I fixed it. It got rid of it for all the other ones though. Oh well. Oh no. Okay. Is this better also? It's two Bob. Like if I'm needing help, is 114% good for this, or should it go one more? Because I do ask for help sometimes, and I'm like, nobody's helping. That makes sense. Nobody's ever said they couldn't read the code. Also, like getting rid of like this little side menu kind of helps too, so you can see more of it. Okay. Also, talking through code, rubber ducky devster debugging style really helps too. All right. So if the wave in progress is equal to false, I'm just gonna do. Let's just do a start wave and see where this takes us. I feel like I should make my player shoot out a bunch of these. No, 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 no. I'm just gonna make the cooldown. Let's go to test scenes, go to the player. Oh, I should probably make this. I should probably connect this. I'm not even setting it anywhere. Oh boy. All right. Just couldn't see the headers in that one method. Okay. It's all good. And this is on a 1080p. Try to make it as full screen as possible. As you say, it seems to be missing the correct stateful. It's time to do the next level. Yeah, that's what I'm trying to. I've added something temporarily for now. I'm hoping this clears out all the enemies. So right now they can't go above 50 on screen at a time just to prevent lag and stuff. Obviously, I'll adjust that. So once it gets to 100, it should say wave 2 started. Wave 2 started. But I don't think it's going to spawn any new enemies. Stop running away. This was chaos, by the way. Okay, so wave 2 started. However, in my wave scene, go to the wave manager. All right. So it did get here. And okay, so it starts on wave 0. I need to start at wave 0. Okay. So wave 0 starts. Or it starts at 0. We add the current wave. Okay. And then wave in progress should be false, which is why it ran again. Can spawn equals true and spawn timer start. So can spawn is true and spawn timer is on start. So current enemies and max concurrent enemies. How about when this starts? Let's also print current enemies. Hey, JD does dev, welcome in. Thank you for the raid, man. How you doing? Long time no see. How was stream? Let me give you a little shout out. JD does dev. For any of you that don't know, he is a Godot developer as well, and actually working on something kind of cool. He's got a Drupal, not Joomla, Drupal and Godot integrations, making kind of like a website game with it, and it's really neat. That's fine, man. Go take care of yourself. Thank you for the raid and welcome in. For those of you that don't know me, I'm the Average Goob, and I'm working on a game called Rise of the Intern. I'm using Godot for it. It's a 2D survivors-like game, survivors-like RPG. So the combat is survivors-like, and it's gonna have a little bit of story. You're an intern at a company, and you're trying to overthrow it. So there'll be like Among Us style mini games, and just it's really my push project to learn Godot. And right now I'm trying to figure out why my wave timer isn't progressing past 1. So let's print the current enemies. Let's do current enemies. Let's do plus. We want to have enemies spawn total. Oh, whoops. Spawn total. Okay, just so I can see where I'm at in the wave. Then we want to set it to true. We want to set it to can spawn. So we take care of that. The player still exists. Can spawn is true if current enemies is greater than the max concurrent. So this should say we have like a few current enemies. And then, oh, enemy spawn total. I think we have to reset this. I can see it spawning them all at the bottom there. Oh my gosh. I might make it a less chance of them spawning the ranged ones just to clean it up a little bit. Look at him run away from me. Look at him run away. Stop running. Also, I'm going to make it so if you hold click, the like ranged abilities will go to your mouse. That's a feature I really liked. Oh. Current enemies 46, spawn total 0. Okay, so it reset. That's what the issue was. Oh, and it's working. It's checking the spawned. Oh my gosh, I almost died. Oh, please heal. Oh, please heal. Scary. All right, we're at 100 current wave. All right, waves are working. Still really high on the percentage here. Let's do a 10%. Oh, is that is that 30% chance to spawn a ranged person? Okay. So that works. Insert fire emoji. Do we have a fire one? Why is this a dumpster fire? I don't know if you have access to the average cheer as a follower. But that is one. Okay, so I think this is enemies per wave. So enemies spawn total does need to reset to 0. I want to check. So the current enemies. Yeah, this is perfect. I'm just going to keep this in there. We reset the enemies. Reset the enemies spawned. Next wave. All right. Do a little test. This is a speed run test, obviously, because we have a lot of projectiles going. Let's bring this up so we can see a little thing down there. Okay, it's actually a little bit scarier with them just coming at me. Collect all these high experience mugs. Wave 2 started. Perfect. Oh my gosh, this is utter chaos. This is exactly what a survivor's game should feel like. Obviously, they're spawning at a rate like twice as fast. Okay, we're getting ready for wave 3. Wave 3 started. I don't know if survivors like games use waves, but I'm going to use waves. That way I can increase the difficulty. So you see 47, 49. So they're spawning at the rate that I'm killing them at. This is good. Yo, Ryan Hawkins, how you doing? Welcome in, man. How you been? How's the end of the year treating you? I might die here. Okay. Oof. Also need to round out the XP numbers. As you can see, XP is getting a little weird. And it still says 100%, so that's fun too. I love that the more I develop, the more bugs happen. That's prime. Love it. But you're telling me that 68 is 73% of 358? I don't think so. Wave 5 started. This should be up to 500 enemies now. These are just arbitrary numbers. Obviously just for fun. Oh, they deal so much damage. But the XP is actually going well. I'm level 9 already. I'm going to die. Wave 6? Why is it wave 6? Why no boss? All right. Next thing will be getting boss logic, but that is pretty chaotic. Okay. Okay. So we'll set a boss wave. So it might be starting that wave because I haven't killed 500. I should lower these. Spawn boss. Yeah, because it didn't even hit this. It's supposed to hit that. Oh, it was supposed to start the wave. Okay. So my logic was here, just not working properly, I guess. I think my function was That's what you read and asked. Yeah, so it was just crashing out before then. Let me check what the old code was. So the old code was if current enemies is greater than max concurrent enemies times 0.2. So this is what it was. And that's why I was wondering, like, I guess it was just, this isn't right. Oh yeah, that's a horrible magic number. So we don't even want to mess with that. Basically what I want to do is I want to check if wave in progress equals true. Then I think we just want to keep with the wave timer. Oh no. Yeah. So we want to restart the timer and not do anything? Because then if it's false, wave in progress equals false. Whenever we have enemies spawn total, it's greater than or equal to the enemies per wave, right? So I technically don't need this. Did I over-engineer this? That's what I'm wondering. So if enemy spawns greater, wave in progress equals false, and it starts this timer. So we don't even need the wave timer. And if enemy kill, okay, we're gonna lower these numbers and test it. Let's do 200, enemies per wave, 50, concurrent, 25, just for now. Yeah, don't ever use magic numbers for more than testing. Alright, wave 1 started. Might I politely suggest you have a visual pulse on the floor color or flicker the lights or something when the waves go up and maybe clear everyone? If not clear, it's happening totally. Yeah, that's, we're not at that point yet. I'm literally just like testing a wave system and I'm using the console to log this out. There's not actually going to be waves in a traditional survivors like game. Enemies just keep spawning until you die. However, I have a level system where you're going to be climbing levels of the game. And in those levels, I'm going to have different bosses. So we've got the different characters, like different department heads. Hey, Sean Dewhurst. Dewhurst? Thank you for the follow. Welcome in. So I've got like the department heads. So like when you dream or whatever, like this first combat, the intern, when you're like an intern, Dawn, the HR manager, would be the boss. And so it'll like get to that as the boss for your level. And then you got the sales manager, you've got head of accounting, IT person, CMO, CFO, then like the CEO. So like that's why I'm doing it right now. Hello? That was weird. But yeah, there's not, it's the wave system's just for systems. For me to like make things more difficult. I'm not actually gonna display waves. The message is going to read, review your core mechanics, but I remember your design doc. Yeah. Yeah. Got the big old design doc. But thank you. No, check my work. That's why I'm streaming this. It's nice to have people here to keep me in check. Like, I don't mind backseat coding as long as you don't mind me reminding you that I know what I'm doing. when I do know what I'm doing. Most of the time I don't though, so I do not mind. I wouldn't stream it if I didn't want feedback, to be honest. Yeah, no, as long as you don't mind, I don't mind. We're being open with each other. I'm pretty sure I've killed more than 200 enemies. Hey, Poolbox, welcome in, dude. Imagine knowing what you're doing. I don't know what I'm doing. I think we have infinite waves. Also, I think the mugs are supposed to disappear. I don't think they're disappearing. We got debug messages. No boss seen. Okay, cool. So the boss is supposed to spawn. That's good. Ah, perfect. I was like, what message are we getting? It's a warning that I set because I learned how to debug. How have the holidays been treating you, Fullbox? What you been up to, man? How's vacay? All right. All right. Stellar Frog walked by and she gets a shout out. That's one way to do it. You went to the south. Came back not too long again. Okay, nice. Do you have fun? Did you go somewhere where it was a little bit warmer? We had a beautiful day today and took advantage of the warm weather in the middle of winter and we went on a hike. So it was a really nice day today. I legit unfollowed Fullbox because his streams were so good it made me sick one day. No. Fullbox's streams are just knowledge. We should call him Knowledge Box. He got kidnapped by alligators and Karens in Florida. You went to Key West? Oh man. That is nice. So the weather must have been nice. That sounds really nice. I have not been to Key West or the Keys at all, but I've been in that area, like the beaches and stuff in Florida. And honestly, if it wasn't for the hurricanes, I'd go live in Florida. Okay, the hurricanes and Florida, man. I would go live in Florida and the swampy weather. If Florida wasn't Florida, I would probably live there. No, it's nice to vacation there though. Oh man, Orlando, Winter Park and stuff. Oh, it's so beautiful there. So many chickens. Used to live in Treasure Island. What? Two Bob, that is sick. Like, that sounds like a storybook. Okay. Pineless County. Oh yeah, it's beautiful there. Yeah, see, I've been to Pasadena, and I've been to St. Pete's, so I've been out that way. It it amazes me that people were like, "Yeah, I want to live in the ocean," and they built in Florida. Like that amazes me. I'm just like, I would never live that close to the ocean. Seriously, this is Witcher in 8-bit. Yeah, it is. It's a slow-fi. Yeah, I love this. I love this Spotify playlist. Treasure Island, they were pirates. Well, yeah, okay, yeah, it would probably, right? When they first got to Florida, it was like pirate stuff. It would make sense. Lived in Florida for 5 years before moving to Southwest. The weather and humidity, I don't miss it all. Right. See, and I moved from the mountains where it was like snow every freaking year for 8 months out of the year. I don't miss the snow. I don't miss the snow. You did a remix of the tune? Oh, you do music as well? I don't run into excuse me, I don't run into too many music or sound engineers. Uh, okay. Everything's working for the spawner. That's good. Bring back these. Okay. So what I would like to do is when they spawn in, let me set the boss wave so we stop things. Boss wave. I think I just do as if boss wave return. And then spawn boss. If it makes it to this point, equals true. Had a couple of global numbers once in SoundCloud at once upon a time. That's really cool. A SoundCloud. You know, I've had people send me to their SoundCloud before, and I'm like, oh great, what is this gonna be? And they're most of the time they're really good. It was surprising. Like you always hear about the memes. Check out my SoundCloud, and it's just like sounds, beats, nothing really to it, but that's where the music is. I feel like a lot of indies can be picked up from SoundCloud. Helped out at Harmony to make the first text to music engine. What? Last yeet. Just kidding. That's sick. A first text to music engine. And we've got AI music now, which again, being trained on like copywritten music. I wish these AI people would learn. There's so much royalty free stuff out there that you can train on. Shit, pay the people. If you're going to learn from good music and stuff, pay them. I don't get it. All right. Spawn cooldown. Let's start it at 5. And then when we start the wave, we want spawn cooldown equals 5 plus current wave. No, minus current wave. Um, what's the Godot's min function? Godot min. What is the one I'm thinking of? Minimum, maximum. I want to return like the minimum. I feel like I did this in my movement. Can't always remember the function names. Nope. Base enemy. What the range? Oh, I did it for the health values, I think. Let's find it. Player stat. Is it just clamp? Okay, no less than the min, no more than the max. Okay. So minimum spawn, we want this. Otherwise, the maximum. What? Value, min, max. Huh? Clamp mix and min max are just themselves. Yeah, I didn't realize it was clamping the first value. So I think this is right. Whoa, the Ko-Fi bot spamming. Why did it put 2 messages in there? Hello? Ko-Fi? Nobody even uses Ko-Fi. I think I can make this a better algorithm. So like the current wave should be no more than, let's say, 5, I guess, with the boss wave. And as each wave happens, I want the spawn cooldown of the enemies maybe to be a little bit less, so it becomes a little bit more overwhelming. So the minimum can be 1. Let's do 10 minus the current wave. 8. This is where magic numbers are not fun. I might set this manually, but we'll see. Is GDScript like JavaScript? I've been told it's more like Python, but I've never learned Python, so I'm trying to transfer my JavaScript knowledge to it. And for the most part, it works, but sometimes it can be very confusing trying to figure out what I need to do. Yeah, it's more like Python for sure. I don't understand this. Yes, white space matters in this Python stuff. That's one thing I can't get my head around. Like, I need braces and stuff. It's hard to do this, but I'm doing it. Dear Lord, the keyboard is terrible. It's okay, it's almost over. And also, if you ever miss a stream and like the coding and all this stuff and the conversation, I do post my VODs on YouTube and they are available on Twitch in the VOD section without music. So also, keep that in mind. But yeah, like this is just some of the songs are good, some of them are bad, some of them are really nice. But I try to play DMCA free music, which because I split the tracks, I guess is not necessary. But I don't want to get DMCA'd live, Hey, RGB games. RGB Productions games. It's similar to Python. Okay, yeah. I don't think clamp is what I'm looking for here, so I'm just gonna do 5 minus current wave. I do want to clamp it though, because I don't want it to be 0. I'm not judging your music, sir. I'm saying this keyboard I'm using should be in the trash can. Literally, I thought you meant like the keyboard music. I'm not. This is not my music. I didn't make it. Yeah, I've got the what is this? Logitech G915 X Lightspeed Tactile. It's pretty legit. It is. It does go wireless. Um, but apparently it's a problem with the keyboard that sometimes keys repeat themselves. So like sometimes you'll see me typing an R one time and it like repeats R. Most annoying thing ever. And I've kind of mitigated some of it, but it is so annoying. Clamp the value float, the min max. Yeah, but what would I put in there? Do I put the spawn cooldown? So like this is the problem though. Like, no, I think you're right. Let me try it. I'll just try it. Right? So if I set the spawn cooldown, it's up here. I set it to 5. Oh, where'd it go? Where am I? And then I want to clamp the spawn cooldown so it never goes below 1. And then the maximum would be the spawn cooldown minus the current wave. So the current wave shouldn't go above 5, right? And even if it did, would it clamp to 1? That's what I'm curious about. Like, is this going to work? Let me just print it out. Let's see. I try to like code in my head too much, I think. Worst case, it's wrong. We lost nothing, gain new knowledge. Exactly. I code in my head too much. Okay, it said 4. 1. So every 4 seconds an enemy spawns. This is correct. All right, and out of curiosity, if I set the spawn cooldown to 2, here's what happens after wave 2. Hold on, it's gonna be 100 enemies. Enemies per wave, 20, 100. I guess in this instance, we'll do 60. I should be resetting these variables in the scene rather than through my code right now, but whatever. I've got the code backed up. This is a bullet heaven game. Exactly. Can't over engineer everything. Okay, wave 2 start -1. It shouldn't have been -1. That's what I was curious about. So we can do var new spawn equals spawn cooldown minus current wave. And then see, I can always come back and fix this later. Right? I mean, worst case scenario. Okay. So spawn cooldown minus current wave. Spawn cooldown equals new spawn cooldown. It wasn't changing because I was never changing the wait time. I'm hilarious. Okay. I'm so funny sometimes. Okay. Because I don't want to keep resetting the spawn cooldown. I just want to keep using it as a starting point. It's at 1. There we go. Everything's spawning at 1 second. Wave 2 started. Nice. And it's still at 1 because I have it capped, clamped at a minimum of 1. Wave 3 started. So this, in theory, they should stop spawning after wave 3. And it should be giving me debug messages saying there's no boss. Okay. They didn't stop spawning though. Okay. So we can do wave cooldown, spawn cooldown. Set this to 6. Wave cooldown 4. Okay. So then when I start getting to logic, it's very tuned. Okay. If boss wave equals true, I guess. Um Oh, okay. Okay. So the boss isn't spawning, so I don't have that working. Just go ahead and set it now. Enemies should be spawning pretty slowly. Okay, 1 started. Cool. Another one spawned. Cool. Another one spawned. Cool. Also, this is nice to see that my randomized direction is actually pretty randomized. And then you can see when they get closer, it goes to them. Definitely have to ramp it up a lot faster. Maybe make smaller waves. So far in a minute, we only have 12 enemies that have spawned. Level 3 though, not bad. I don't know if I collected some of those other mugs. Also, it might feel like they're spawning faster too if I lower the damage of my mugs and the amount of mugs I throw. It might start to feel a little bit overwhelming. I don't know. All right, wave 2 did start though. That's good. So they should be spawning just a little bit faster. Okay, so 5 seconds, which is correct. Spawn every 5 seconds. Cool. It's working very nicely. All right, enemies per wave. So we can do like, not 120, 10, max concurrent. I have up to 50 on the screen. I don't know if that matters. Okay. So technically this is 6 waves. Let's bring the spawn cooldown to 3 for testing. Wave 1 started, spawn cooldown is 2. Let me go ahead and change my projectile timer. I'm gonna have to put that into a variable. That is not good. Let's just do that. Let's go to stats. Oh. Let's do a default. Since enemies don't actually animate, they could be GPU. They animate. They do animate, and they will have all their attack animations and everything like that. I'm not making them GPU particles. They do have everything. They've got full rigs, actually. They have full skeletons. And they do. You've seen them walking around and idling. Come on, look at this. Play animation, walk, idle. That's all I've got right now. You're not wrong though. Put everything on the GPU particles, free up all of our CPU. gonna do this. And then just for now, frequency. What is it? Projectile timer. Whoops. Did I even reference it? Yeah. Okay, just for now. Let's do 10% chance to spawn ranged enemies, and it spawned 2. Why did it stop at 10? Okay, wave 2 started. Oh, I see it. We did the 4-second wait. So now they're spawning at 1. Okay, it's working. It's actually working. And it's a little bit more intense. Again, my cups still do way too much damage. Hey, Sinacron, welcome in. Yeah, this is a corporate like Vampire Survivors like game. I'm making an RPG though, and this will be the combat style. So you'll be like doing your day job at the corporate office, and then you like have daydreams of taking out your coworkers, kind of a deal. And so this is what it is. And there'll be like boss fights that help you progress in the real world. Be like collectibles and stuff. So yeah. 10% equals 100% whenever it wants. Math is surprising. Yeah, it's 10% 100% of the time they spawn as ranged. Okay, we're at wave 5. Still spawning at 1, so it didn't go below 1. That's good. Again, I might have to make the clusters of waves a little bit smaller. And obviously the enemies will scale to my level, so they have more health. Right now, they're just getting one shot. I'm just doing this for testing. All right, last wave, I think. Technically, I can just run into these guys. Should be it. Debug message. No more enemy spawning. Did all my if checks work? Woo. All right. And there should only be one message saying no boss spawner. It's working. Oh, perfect. Is it's Two Bob giving you their sage advice like they did for me? Yes, actually. Two Bob is holding the fort down with me. Like I'm rubber duck debugging and they're actually helping back Captain Onosa. So my duck is talking back to me for once. You could add Boyd flocking to give more natural grouping in the end. What is Boyd flocking? Oh, instead of like one at a time, spawn multiples? Okay. Yeah, I don't know how advanced my algorithm's gonna get. Oh, somebody has it for Godot? I'm checking it out. Okay, I like this. The problem with that though is enemy collision. So I've got like basic enemy collision set up. Hey, Dobbs Works, welcome in. Thank you for the raid. I don't think I know you. This is a perfect raid. I'm gonna go check you out now. What were you doing? How was stream? What were you working on? If you have to raid and dash, I totally get it. But if you don't mind, I'm just gonna check you out a little bit here. I will dash soon, but I have a minute. Awesome. Welcome in. What do you work on? What is your main engine? It looks like Godot, no? Mac Morag. Thank you. Welcome in. I remember you were working on Archimist last I saw. Oh, yeah. Archimist. That was my first Godot project. I'm working on my second Godot project right now, which is kind of my long-term one. But I'm the average goob, everyone that just came in, and I am a professional web developer designer and a hobbyist game designer. Got my bachelor's in game design. It's an expensive piece of paper, but I have fun making games. So I was just checking out Dobbs here. I've got you over on my other screen. I'm going to give you a little follow. Thank you for rating in. You have your streams up? No. We got this one. Oh, I love this. This is cute. Oh, okay. Okay. I think I've been in your stream before. How did I not follow? Okay, I remember this. Was this, did you start this as a game jam game? Light mode. Do you get that reaction a lot? Well, I'm not logged in. I have dark mode when I'm logged in. But I don't usually, I have really bright lights on me and I dev during the day and stuff. So I use light mode for a lot of stuff like my click up. Um, but I'm working on a game called Rise of the Intern now. And I actually just launched my website, redesign and rebrand for Average Game Studio. So if you want to go check out my games, these featured ones are my most recent ones. And then I've just got a ton. So there's like a whole bunch of screenshots there. We got my current project that's coming out. And then my portfolio of games. So we've got quite a bit of projects there. But if you want to check out what I've got, I'll throw a link in there for you to check it out. Mac is Scottish, son of a two Bob and Scottish. The Godot gang rise up. Who is Dupu? Welcome in. Sorry, I'm slow at catching up chat, trying to explain who I am, all that fun stuff. Yeah, no, this is pretty sick though. I've seen this game before and I like where it's going. And much like how you're doing an RPG, I'm trying to do one, but my combat style is survivors like. So that's what I'm working on right now. I'm actually implementing a little bit of like a wave system and stuff, but I've got like, you know, some of my interface done. I've got like a computer system. It'll be used for like mini games. We've got different classes: gamer, delivery driver, retail worker, fast food employee, admin assistant. You can randomize your stats. So we've got job theme stats here. We've got total random customization, and I'm going to add a ton of different hairstyles, different faces. I was told I should make them blink to give them a little bit more character, so I'll implement that. We've got different shirts, pants, and shoe styles. Very basic for now, but fully customizable character. And then we've got the different levels or companies that you go tackle with a little bit of like their background. And then right now I'm just working on Survivor's gameplay. So You've got the basics, we've got wave spawning, different enemies coming in, and I'm working on tweaking it right now. Got the pause menu, all that stuff. A lot of fun. Blinking's not efficient in the office. It's all on theme. That's fair. We're wasting time. When your eyes are shut, you're taking a nap. We count that against you. You've been working on it for 6 months so far. Okay, that's really nice. Oh, JD does devs back. What did I build? What did I build my site with? It's WordPress and Bricks Builder. So it's WordPress for the backend and everything, and then I'm using a front end page builder called Bricks Builder. But it's pretty cool. I've used like Beaver Builder before. That's what I used for a long time, and then I just started getting into Bricks Builder. But I do know some PHP coding and stuff. I make WordPress plugins. But this is my first like live site with Bricks Builder. It's been a lot of fun, honestly. If you've got time to blink, you've got time to think. Oh my gosh. Dobbs, if you don't mind, I've got this little poster quote thing. So far, I think Mars has named some of them, but I think that's hilarious. We're doing motivational posters in the game. That is hilarious. I know you didn't come up with it, but I'm just going to reference where it came from. Normally, I make people, pay for their stream tokens. They're called gooblets. You have to pay to get something named in game. But that's gold. That's gold. Based on the fast food one. You got time to stand, you've got time to clean or something like the time to lean, you got time to clean. Yeah. I worked at McDonald's for like a year, and let me tell you, I was never just standing around. But I've got this game design doc that I'm following. It's a 35-minute long doc. We cover everything from literally the executive summary all the way down to the technology and eventually marketing and monetization. So that's pretty cool. We've got like the whole plot, we've got characters and protagonists, antagonists, we've got the setting, story progression, different backstories that your character can have. It's the whole works. I actually did all this, I think, except for some of the story stuff. I did most of this on stream, and there's a playlist on my YouTube that has all of them. Officially offer my excellent idea to your game. Thank you. Yeah, I'm just going through, trying to tweak my wave system, make it feel a little bit better. I wonder if I can just alternate this. Actual poster where my dad worked. Death is no excuse to stop working. Hey, while you're dead, if you're not working, you're not doing it right. I mean, it makes sense. Like, you want your money to make money kind of a deal. But holy cow, that's baked down to its roots. That's pretty funny. We got an ad break in progress. For those of you not in Turbo, we can have secret conversations. I'm sorry, for those of you that do have Turbo, we can have secret conversations. Okay. I kind of want to spawn them in clusters. I could probably handle that all here in the wave manager. If we spawn the enemy, current enemies +1. Spawn position. I think we can do like we can do a random Randy range. Randy range. 1 to 3. Let's do 1 to 4. I'm scared to cluster spawn because of collisions. Oh, this actually should be fine. Thinking same. Yeah, like I think the cluster should work just fine because it chooses a random spawn position. They're not going to cluster. It's just going to spawn like up to 4 enemies, right? Oops. I like your cluster idea. Oh, 3 enemies spawned. Oh, 3 more enemies spawned. 4 enemies spawned. Oh my god, it's scary. Oh geez, it's working. Okay, but the wave max is 10, so it can only spawn 10. So I think I need to make my waves bigger as time goes on. Yeah, there's a tiny chance they spawn in the same place, exactly. But with collision check, I'm already checking. Oh, I'm checking for tiles. I'm not checking for actual enemies. I don't know if I can check in an array. So where's my wave manager? So I don't think the collision mask can be an array. Always choose to just locally repel over testing lists. What do you mean by that, too, Bob? Exception management is way cheaper than testing lists. Well, I'm testing. This is, I think, so this is an array or array, not an array, but like a beam. It's testing for collision in a direction, so it doesn't spawn out of bounds. So technically, it would test to see if an enemy is being spawned, but if they're all being spawned at the same time, each thing just says, "Am I on top of something else every frame?" I don't know what happens if they spawn on top of each other. They should. I'm using Godot's like native collision, so it should like push them out, right? I can test this. Spawner. I can test this by putting these 2 enemies on top of each other. Let's see what it does. This is jackass for game dev. Oh! They deleted. They just disappear. I don't know if that's good or bad. Okay, what happens if they spawn close to each other? I don't know if they're queue freeing, that's the problem. Okay, their collision masks are tight enough that they didn't destroy each other. So they could spawn relatively close. What if we spawn them a little closer? We're also we're gonna check this. We're gonna check the remote tree. Okay. That's good. What if they spawn this close? This is actually Godot's collision system. They bounce out of each other. I think this is gonna be fine. And then worst case scenario, they get yeeted deleted. But let's make sure they actually get deleted. Okay. Remote. Test scene. Game area. They got deleted. Oh, wait. I can't tell if they got deleted. I don't see him in the tree, though. I mean, that's like the absolute worst case scenario, and the scene's gonna get wiped anyways. There's gonna be garbage collection. It'll be fine. But they have to literally spawn on top of each other. And the fact that it's choosing a random direction, the player is usually going to be moving. This should be fine. So if I just stand here. Right, that's what I'm saying. Unless there's actual leaks, right? I mean, nothing's getting lingering here. Wave 2 started just fine, spawning all the enemies in clusters. This looks fine to me. We got a base range enemy in there. Wave 3 is about to spawn. And I'm going to adjust. I'm going to actually vary the spawns a little bit more. I'm going to change the number of spawns in each wave. Change the number of clusters based on the availables to spawn. Yeah, it feels so much better. Okay. All right. This has been one of my longer streams, but I plan on getting a little bit back into it. I'm going to stream tomorrow. We're going to keep working on this. But let's go raid somebody for now. Oh, I'm glad to be back. I'm feeling a little bit better. Still a little bit sick, but feeling better. So we'll get back into some regular streams. We've got a game jam in mid-January with the two nerdy nerds. So if you don't know who they are, make sure you go check them out. I'm just assuming Ryan Hawkins is gonna drop a shout out for me. Perfect. Thank you. Appreciate that. So we'll be doing a game jam with them. I guess I will be doing a game jam with them in January for our stream group. And we're going to be competing against other streamers in the stream group. So we'll see how it goes. This will be my first game jam with another developer. So we gotta learn how to fight on GitHub a little bit. It'll be fun. And yeah, so until then, I'll be continuing work on Rise of the Intern, getting that as far as I can. And until then, let's go raid Erend. Oh no, what is that? For the meme. All right. Thank you for that. I appreciate it. Thank you everyone for hanging out tonight. I appreciate you. Thanks for such a warm welcome back. That means a lot to me. Thank you everyone for hanging out. And I'll see you in the next one, okay? Thank you for hanging out. 8 bits a byte. It's 2 Bob. Thank you so much for all your help today. I appreciate you. RGB Productions Games, thank you. Seto, as always, I appreciate the raid. Dobbs Works, thank you for the raid today. I appreciate that. JD Does Dev, I appreciate you too. So many raids. Captain Anosa, I feel so loved. Gosh, thank you so much. I'll see you tomorrow, everyone. 7 p.m. Eastern. Look for me. I'll be on Twitch. We'll bring in the New Year's a little bit. Have a good rest of your night. Bye.